Welcome to the first trail review on my channel. Today I'll be reviewing Bad Blood up on Eagle Mountain. So I'd personally rate myself as a intermediate rider, so just keep that in mind when I talk about trails. But basically, Bad Blood starts off with this really cool feature. It's this natural kind of rock slab roll kind of thing, and I think it really gives the trail some character. Coming into the next part, you have this rock thing that you can kind of jump. As you can see here, I just rolled down it, but you can jump it. So this trail doesn't have many features, but it's just got this really nice kind of flowing tech vibe to it, and it kind of just goes through this nice part of the forest. So here's where you kind of start to go downhill again. So we have a bit of a tight, narrow, not really a chute, but it's just kind of like a tight, narrow section. And then coming up here, we got a bit of a pedal catch. It's always interesting to go through between this rock and this tree here. But I think it's got a nice like mix of where it's kind of tech, but not really. But it's enough to where it keeps it interesting, but it's not too much where it's like this is not fun. But here's one of the features to the left there. You can kind of drop off that. Just go around it, but you could just do a little drop off there. And then this corner right here is always pretty tough to make. It's pretty tight, but it's still fun. And you basically come to the end of what they call Bad Blood, and then you get into Badder Bloodier, which is basically just the exit route, which is arguably even better. So now we are on Badder Bloodier. So basically this part of the trail is just kind of a couple switchbacks that are pretty tight, the corners. So you really got to come to like a full stop and make them, but they're still fun. And I really like this trail because you can really progress a lot on it. Like as you can see here, I'm taking the corners pretty slowly, but it's one of those trails where I could really just work on my cornering and be able to fly down this. I know people probably can fly down this trail, but yeah, we're gonna come through here. And then there's an optional rock roll, which I think I go around. Yeah, so if you go to the right here, to the left here, I'll put like a little arrow. There's this rock roll down here, which looks pretty spicy. Maybe I'll have to give that a try next time. And there's this nice rock work thing here, which is always fun. And then you kind of come out into this little road here. Alright, so continue on from the road here. We kind of get into the last bit of the trail. So you can kind of roll over this little rock here and head down here. It gets some decent little flow you can catch through here. Go over this rock, nice and easy, and then you kind of get into this little exit chute here that's just pretty steep, but it's always fun. So basically you just come in here nice and slow, ensure you're braking. This gets really interesting when it's dry because it's like really loose dirt, and you just let go of the brakes and go down. But that's basically Bad Blood. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this trail an 8. It's really fun. It's got a nice mix of flow and tech. The reason it's not getting a 10, it doesn't have that many features, but it's still one of my favorite trails, and one of my favorite trails I ride a ton. And I really like it because it's got a lot of places I can progress on, even though it doesn't have features. There's lots of like faster lines I could take, and work on improving my cornering. But it's just a good trail overall. So I hope you guys also ride it, and if you're up on Eagle, make sure to enjoy it.